As we learn about agents of change through Rochester's history, we notice that they all possess the characteristics of a good citizen: fair, respectful, responsible, caring, honest, and courageous. James has a question for you in this regard. James would like to know, are you a trustworthy person, and can you think of an example when you were trustworthy?
I had served on many boards, such as Baden Street Settlement Agency and the Ralph Bunche Scholarship Committee. And so there was some confidence that I was trustworthy enough, had enough integrity, and had enough knowledge of the problems that I would be a good person to tap as the associate director to really structure programs to meet the needs of the impoverished community, primarily minority community, but including a fair number of our white citizenry. And so to me, that showed some confidence that people believed in my trustworthiness and my integrity. But also I like to add courage because as a youngster I always resisted classmates who were bullies. And I even fought to protect a young person once. I even fought a person who was probably 4 years older than I.
Wow.
Because that individual was bullying a younger person of my age.
That is incredibly brave to stand up to a bully on
yes,
someone else's behalf.
One must stand up when you see wrong. You should not walk silently by because then you're tacitly agreeing to it. You have to oppose it wherever you see it.
That's a wonderful message, Dr. Cooper, and one our district is holding dear and trying to work with our young students about, so I'm glad they're able to hear your message regarding that. And that answers Greg's question of a time when you were brave, and I think that's a wonderful example. But now we would like to get to know you as you are today. So we have some special questions for you.
Sure.
Jade asks, how old are you now?
Well, I would tell students, like my own grandchildren at the dinner table, they were always interested in my age, and I would give it to them in mathematical terms. So I would tell James or the student who was interested.
Today.
I said, I'm 9 squared plus 2. So you figure it out.
So 9 squared plus 2, everybody.
So that's 83
years old.
Right.
9 squared is 81 plus 2, 82, 83.
Right.
83 years old. That's wonderful. Well, Charlize would like to know, are you married, which you already mentioned your wife passing?
Yes, I married another scientist. I was married, actually I got married in Rochester, and I was married and had a very happy marriage from 1953 until the year 2005. Just essentially 16 days short of being married 52 years.
Oh.
Yeah. And my late wife and I raised 2 sons who have done very well. My oldest, Robert, went to Princeton, got a degree at night from Rider College in New Jersey, and then a master's in business administration from the University of California at Berkeley in international business. And he worked for Quaker in Chicago a couple years and had met a young lady from Austria, so he decided that to marry, and he's been living in Austria for 17 years. And I have a son, Brian. Brian is an honor graduate out of Haverford College, which is in the Philadelphia area, and then he decided to go to graduate school at Harvard, where he earned a PhD in economics, and he's been teaching economics at Hobart and William Smith.
Christian would like to know, do you have any pets?
Oh, we in my family, we always had cats.
We have one final important question for you from Mrs. Metier herself.
Right.
Her question is, can you tell us if you have a belief about time or if there was a most important time in your life?
Time and change are integral parts of our existence, and change will occur whether we like it or not. Time dictates to the individual that at a certain time in one's life, there are responsibilities which the individual has to take care of, has to be in charge of. For example, a student who's in second grade, time is, at that time in their life, they have to be focused on learning to read. So by the time they're in third grade, they're reading at grade proficiency and their ELA is very high because reading is so important to learning. You know, we can have all kind of electronic games, we can have the internet and so forth, but if you don't have the capacity to read and comprehend, those games are irrelevant. They are meaningless in terms of shaping and molding your very existence because time waits for no one.
That's a wonderful line. Thank you so much, Dr. Cooper. We truly appreciate your willingness to let us interview you today. Mrs. Metier's class, I'm sure, is thrilled, as will other students in the City School District that will have a chance to view this interview. So thank you so much for your
you're
time.
welcome.
It's been a pleasure and an honor.